The morning of March 2nd, 2012, broke over South London with the bustling hum of city life. But as day progressed in Brixton, a dark undercurrent was about to thrust the day into one of infamy. For two teenagers, Nelson Idiabita and Nathaniel Okusanya, the day began with news that would set them on a path of revenge. Their friend and fellow TN1 gang member, Garfield Stewart, was ambushed and stabbed 28 times, an act that occurred while he was seated in a bus at West Norwood. The attack on Garfield was a stark reminder of the ongoing violent feud between the rival gangs TN1 and GAS. It was clear the two teenagers believed this grievous act on one of their own needed retaliation. Idiabita, who should have been under the watchful eyes of the law, had been in a youth court that very morning. Due to a clerical oversight, his case for breaching bail conditions was adjourned. Free for the day, he and Okusanya soon learned of Stewart's stabbing. Their response was immediate and chilling. Their first stop was the King's College Hospital, paying a visit to their wounded comrade. But their thirst for vengeance was insatiable. They went to a shopping centre in Camberwell, attempting to buy a weapon. When they couldn't purchase it themselves, they manipulated a stranger with a ruse about needing it for cooking. Armed and dangerous, they hailed a taxi that dropped them off at the edge of the Moorlands estate in Brixton at around 5:30 p.m. Their intent? To find a member of the gas gang and exact revenge. But as fate would have it, it was not a gas gang member they would encounter, but two innocent boys, Kwame Ofosu-Asare and his friend, walking back from a recording session, unaware of the storm they were about to be caught in. The stage was set for a tragic case of mistaken identity, a confrontation that would end in the loss of an innocent life, forever changing the fabric of the community. As Kwame and his friend strolled through the estate, discussing music and future plans, they were oblivious to the storm brewing just a few steps away. Idiabita and Okusanya, fueled by rage and seeking retaliation, mistakenly identified the two as members of the rival gas gang. The confrontation was swift. Words were exchanged, and in mere moments, the peaceful walk transformed into a desperate escape. The two friends, gripped by terror, tried to flee, but were pursued relentlessly by the avenging duo. In a cul-de-sac, with no way out, Kwame was cornered. Before any meaningful dialogue could take place, a blade was drawn, sealing Kwame's fate forever. The chilling screams echoed through the estate, punctuating the brutal finality of the act. Kwame lay in a pool of his own blood, his dreams and aspirations tragically cut short. Meanwhile, the two attackers, sensing the weight of their actions, fled the scene, leaving chaos and grief in their wake. As dawn broke the next day, a palpable tension gripped South London. The estate that had played witness to the brutal murder was now swarming with police. The London Metropolitan Police, understanding the gravity of the situation and the urgent need for justice, launched an extensive manhunt for the two culprits, whose faces were already captured on several CCTV cameras around the estate. Days later, the duo were apprehended, and the weapon, stained with the tragic reminder of their heinous act, was recovered. As proceedings began, the prosecution painted a chilling picture of Idiabita and Okusanya's world. It was revealed that the duo, fueled by the stabbing of a close friend, embarked on a quest for vengeance. However, tragically, their chosen target, Kwame Ofosu-Asare, had no ties to their rival gang and was nothing more than an innocent bystander. The verdict was delivered at the iconic Old Bailey. Nelson Idiabita, then 18, received a minimum sentence of 19 years. His accomplice, Nathaniel Okusanya, then 19, would spend at least 20 years behind bars. It was a decisive sentence, but for many, the deeper issues at play still lingered. The verdict was passed, but the void Kwame left is immeasurable. As we remember him, let's strive for a future where senseless violence has no place. May his legacy inspire change and hope.